What's up, YouTube? Greg Todd here. This video, I want to show you guys 3 side hustles that you can do starting today that I believe will make you more money than I'm making in some of my vacation rental properties. And actually, I'm going to show you some stats from a rental property that I have that is currently being booked at 85% occupancy. These 3 side hustles you can start today, and I believe within the next 2 to 3 months, you can surpass what it took me nearly 3 years to do on a property that cost me over $700,000. All right, so that's what we're gonna do on today's video. Thank you guys as always for rocking with me. What the world wants you to think is the way to make money on the side as someone that works for maybe another company, you work for a healthcare, a hospital, you work for outpatient clinic, et cetera, et cetera. All right, check this out. I'm gonna show you guys something. This property right here is a property that I have that took me nearly 20 years to be able to get. I became a physical therapist in 2001. And I got this property end of 2022, early 2023. In 2023 is when we started renting it out. So it's been rented out for 2.5 years. And this is what it looks like. It's called Blue Mountain Cove. It's in an area called Blue Ridge, Georgia. As you can see, we have a management company that took it over this year, 4.94 stars on Airbnb, 16 reviews. And look, I'm gonna actually show you guys behind it. This is what my portal looks like. So you guys can see, just look at some of these numbers here. All right. You can see here, right here, these are the dates that people came in. Okay. I'm going to show you, we're nearly at the end of September as I'm doing this. And these are all the bookings that we've had. You can see the 22nd to 26th, 26th to 29th, 19th to 21st, 16th to 18th, and 13th to the 16th, 11th to the 13th. This thing is booked out all the time. It is one of the top 5% of rentals, 5 to 10% of rentals in all of Blue Ridge, Georgia, which is a vacation town in the Georgia mountains, okay? So this place is crushing it. And with that said, here is what it is making. Here, after you take away the property management fees, this is what it's making, $2,354 for the month of September. Now, I will say this, October, November, those are our really busy months. We're able to charge a lot more. So maybe I'll make about $5,000 to $7,000 in those months. Other months make like $1,500. But here's the deal. That's good money. And luckily, I'm in a spot where the majority of this is profit, which is cool. All right. With that said, $2,354.45. I can't really get any more rentals in there for the rest of September. It's pretty much booked up. Okay. So that's about what I'm going to get. Maybe I'm going to get $2,100 because I have to pay like some restocking fees and stuff like that and whatnot. Okay. So here's what happened. Place cost me $630,000. We built it from scratch. $70,000 for furnishing it. Hot tub, pool table, all the cool things, which is why it rents out so well. Okay. I'm saying that to you all because it's about $700,000 all in. And that's what I make per month. This month, some months more, some months a little bit less. Okay. What I'm going to share with you all right now is what I believe is a better way. And here's the deal. You don't get places like this just for what you can make from it passively. You get it for tax reasons, especially when you have a lot of businesses. You get it to be able to offset the income that you're making. So that is a huge perk of it. But if we're just talking right now, you as a healthcare provider, and you're like right now, I don't need to worry about taxes. I need to worry about making more money. There are much better ways to be able to net and bring home an additional $2,300 without having to spend all that money, get a mortgage, do this, do that, and all that other stuff. Okay, so here's way number one. Way number one right now is understanding this. You want to do things for people that have more money than you. You want to do things for business owners. And one of the first things that you could do is you could say, hey, I am a physical therapist. What do other business owners need? Here's one of the biggest things I can tell you as a consultant for business owners is business owners need to spend more time on outreach, on doing marketing. As a healthcare professional, as a physical therapist, all I ever had to focus on was doing physical therapy. But when you're a business owner, you can't just focus on doing physical therapy or occupational therapy or dietetic consultations. You actually have to focus on getting clients. So one of the things that I realize business owners like to do is they like to show off their knowledge. They don't have a problem with that. And most of them really aren't that afraid of going in front of people. But you don't want to know what they don't like to do? They don't want to do presentations. Like they don't want to do that. They hate that stuff. Okay. So one of the first ways that you could make money is by saying, okay, I'm going to do presentations. I'm going to actually do the PowerPoint slides for business owners. Give me all the different things that you want to talk about to different audiences that have your potential clients, and I'm going to basically do those slides for you. It's something they don't want to do. They don't want to deal with PowerPoint and Google Slides, and they don't want to deal with that stuff, okay? So could you not do that for them? Here, check this out. Watch this. If I go right now, I'm going to go to ChatGPT, okay? And in ChatGPT, I'm going to say this. Watch this. Hey, Chat. I am a physical therapist, and I am considering doing presentations for other physical therapy business owners. If they are going to be doing a presentation for their future client base, what could I charge them to do a presentation that had between 20 to 30 slides? Okay. So you're not just selling slides, you're selling your expertise as a PT business owner, time investment in research, value to their business. Option A, flat project fees, $750 to $1,500. Okay, that's a basic. Intermediate, $1,500 to $3,000. Premium, $3,000 to $5,000 if you're gonna help them with strategic messaging, deep research. Okay, so basically $50 a slide times 25 slides, $1,250. Here's the deal. Let's just do industry standard, $50 a slide, 25 slides, that's $1,250. You do that for 2 a month. 2 people you're making that. You want to know how you do it? You use a platform called Gamma.app. You can basically tell the platform, this is what I'm doing. This is who I'm making it for. This is the audience that they're serving. Please create 25 slides. And it's going to do 85% of the work for you. You could get 2 business owners right now that are looking to do presentations for audiences so they can get more clients. And they would pay you the money for it. It's so simple. And it doesn't cost $630,000. It just costs a little bit of just reaching out to a few business owners, finding out who needs help with this. They have their presentation once and then it's done. And if you want to take it to another level, if you want to help them with transitioning from the presentation to getting people to come to their clinic or their facility, you can do that as well. Okay, that's what you can do right now. You can do that right now. Okay, that's number one. Number two is understanding this. Again, business owners don't mind talking about what it is that they know, okay? But one of the things that they don't want to do is they don't want to take what they know, cut it up, edit it, put it on social media. They don't want to do any of that. They don't want to deal with that. They don't want to have to worry about all that. They want the results of it, but they don't want to have to do that, okay? And so there is a platform, and it's called Opus Clips. Okay, there's a few other platforms too, CapCut, etc. But Opus Clips, you know what Opus Clips does? Opus Clips takes your video, a video that you can have a business owner do. You can give the business owner questions that they can answer, let them answer it in a way like right here. Look, this is actually something I did earlier today. My team gave me 10 questions for me to be able to answer. The first question says, why do most clinicians feel stuck trading time for money? Here's my answer. Most clinicians feel stuck trading time for money because they spent all their money and they invested all their money in learning how to trade time for money. So now if they stop trading time for money, that means that they have to admit that their investment was a total waste of time. Okay. Now they can take that and you can cut that video up and we can use Opus Clips to be able to deliver that video to all social media channels. Check this out. I'm going to actually pull up Opus Clip. I'm not going to go through all of it right now, but this basically is it. Opus Clip login. Boom. And you can see all Opus Clips does is it takes your clips. You take your clips and it creates 97, 99, 95. It tells you which ones have the highest ability to be viral. All right, let's go over here. Let's go, by the way, I paid somebody $65,000 a year to do this for me up until a year and a half ago. All right, check this out. Hey, chat, I want to start a side hustle where I am helping a business owner who has a lot of knowledge and expertise in an area. And I want to be able to take their knowledge and I want to be able to put it for them on social media. I want to create 25 pieces of content, maybe even up to 30 pieces of content. So they have a piece of content every single day that's going to go in the form of short form video clips, about a minute or less. And I want to figure out a price that I could charge them. I want to be super competitive with the market. Can you give me a price? By the way, they are in healthcare. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit enter. And as you guys can see, low end $625 to $1,250, mid market $1,500 to $3,000, premium $3,000 to $5,000. I know what I was paying over $5,000. And again, same thing, man. You do that, and you're charging somebody $1,500. You do that twice, you're making more money than my property. that's what you're able to do. So guys, these are so simple. They're such simple ways for you to be able to make money right now and make more money than a vacation rental property. Okay, so we talked about making presentations. We talked about you creating short form video clips. Both of these things are using AI. Okay, and now I want to tell you the third one. All three that I've given you so far, I've paid somebody to do for me. I've had 3 personal assistants, and their main job is to create presentations for me. I've had a video editor and capturing my video where I paid him $65,000 a year, and his job is to capture video and edit for me full time. I remember I paid this in 2011, and I knew that I needed something to differentiate my practice. Back then, this guy, he was actually a physical therapy consultant. He still is. His name is Nitin Chahota, and he was selling these ebooks. So it was the same ebooks, but what his company was able to do was to put my name and my practice in these ebooks. These are ebooks that I gave to my patients as part of their nurture sequence when they came in. So I was able to give it to patients. And then for people that weren't ready to start paying me yet, I was able to give it to them as well. So they weren't ready to do a plan of care with us. We gave them an ebook. Okay. I paid, I can't remember if it was $500 or $1,000. I think it was $1,000, but regardless, let's just say it was $500. If I can get 5 people to buy ebooks from me a month, again, that is the same equivalent of what I make with my vacation rental properties. So do you understand how crazy it is on what ChatGPT does today? ChatGPT, I can go to it today and I can basically tell it, I want to be able to create ebooks for my audience, okay? And this is the audience and this is what they're looking for. And it will create 40 to 50 page books right here in ChatGPT. Now let's ask it a question. Chat, I want to sell ebooks to business owners who are providing physical therapy services. I want to give them 5 ebooks that they can use that are anywhere between 25 to 50 pages. And they can use this ebook to give to their clients as an add-on with value to their plan of care treatments, or they can give these ebooks to clients, potential clients that aren't ready to become full-time clients. Can you give me a fee that I can charge them that's very fair and competitive in the marketplace? You can use it to educate patients, nurture leads, differentiate the PTs. These 5 ebooks can easily run 5 to 15K. Again, I don't even think you need to go there. I think 500, say, hey, you know what? Per book, I'm going to do $500 and I'm going to sell 3 to 5 books. So 1,500 to 2,500. Guys, let's not overthink this stuff. It's as easy as doing that. Okay. And I highly recommend that you guys use one of these 3. Now I'm going to show you guys one other one. I'm going to show you the one that makes me quite a bit of money. I'm going to do this here real quick. I'm doing this live here. So check this out. Okay. I'm just going to show you my office. I'm going to turn this around. You see right there, that thing on the wall? That is a vibe board. That vibe board was $3,500. I got that for free. In 3 days, I'm getting another thing from this company that is, I think it's like $4,000 or $5,000, and I'm getting it for free. Why? Because of this last side hustle I'm going to tell you. Now, I think those 3 are the ones that you guys need to leave this video with. But what happens is when you become very, very good in a specific segment, especially in an industry like healthcare, where most people are so stuck in their buttholes, where they're not thinking of ways to be innovative, you stick out as the leader in that space really fast. So why is it that this company has given me nearly $8,000, $9,000 worth of free gear and free equipment? It's because I have positioned myself as an AI consultant. As an AI consultant, my job is to make sure that I am staying ahead of everything. I also have clients and I'm teaching my clients how to use it. It's giving me feedback on what's working, what's not working. And now you're able to position yourself as an AI consultant. And as an AI consultant, I can make anywhere between $2,500 to $10,000 an hour consulting with other companies that don't have the cachet in the space that they want to be able to sell it in. And because of that is what allows me at a consultant level to be able to charge a premium amount for a very small period of small segment of my time. How do I become a leader in space? Study it more than everybody else and apply it more than everybody else and talk about it more than everybody else. Now, these videos don't have to get hundreds or thousands of views. They just need to get more than anybody else in healthcare. You know what people in healthcare are doing? 0. So you know what that makes me? The leader. And that's it. These are the ways that you can make money, and you don't have to have properties and making all, you don't have to do all that. Okay, you can make money this way. It takes very little investment, just more equity, sweat equity, right? And then you make your money. Then you take your extra money and then you go and you start to diversify it. Diversify it into real estate, diversify it into stocks, diversify it into mutual funds, diversify in whatever ways feels right for you. But that's how you do it. All right, I'll see you next time.